Last night was really good, really, really good. But last night, as I was lying, trying to fall asleep, I heard a voice from the bunk up above me. And a voice said, "Bill, do you think that tomorrow's show will be as wonderfully exciting and exhilarating as today's was?" And I said, "Eric, please. It's going to be fantastic. Would you just go to sleep and get your rest? There is nothing like rock and roll on a Sunday. Are you kidding me? There's nothing like rock and roll on a Sunday." Because people have given up. They've made the decision to give up watching football. They've decided, I don't need to go to my church today because I'm coming to this church with all of these others here. Now sure, we all came here, first of all, to worship crypto. But beyond that, we're here to worship the sound, the great sound of music shared by an enormous group of people, music played by the greatest musicians, the greatest guitarist in the world. I'm so excited. I mean, excited isn't even the word for it. I'm just jumpy. Jumpy's not the word for it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm glad. I'm so glad. I wish you could all say that. Can you all just say that? I'm so glad. I'm glad. You know, I thought this, you're not quite all getting it at once. John, we wrote it down. It's for people who can't actually hear so well. You can read it. Johnny, can you put it up on the screen for us? John, there you go. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Keep going. You got it. It's pretty good, but we need something else. We need something. Keep going. Keep it going. We need something to take us up through the roof. We need something to take us higher. We need a special grace from above. A sound.